Hi everyone, my name's Anne-Marie. Welcome to this new episode of Cup TV brought to you by www.craftsuprint.com. In this episode we're going to be looking at a gorgeous kit from Karen Wyeth, and that's Kaz Crafts for anybody who's searching on Craftsuprint. The cup number for the kit is cup 965532_1056. And the kit is called Follow Your Dreams Fashion Bags. You get 5 sheets in the kit, and I'd like to show you the sheets before we go on to make the card. So the first sheet that Karen's created is the insert sheet. Now there's 2 insert sheets in this kit, and one is the one with the embellishments of the bag and the shoes and the wording Follow Your Dreams. Now there's lots of gorgeous sentiments as well on this sheet. The second sheet is another insert that's not got the embellished centre, so that you could add your own, or if you wanted to leave it as it was you could do, and more embellishments. Next we've got the decoupage for the actual card front, so these would be cut out and layered to create a gorgeous 3D effect. We've then got 2 card fronts. The first one has got a sentiment in the centre from one of the gorgeous embellishments that Karen's created with the designs of the bags and the shoes. And then the second one are the bags and the shoes with more embellishments but without the sentiment, so you would be able to put your own sentiment from the selection that Karen's included on the front instead. Now I've got to show you because I am absolutely in love with all the little sentiment round embellishments that Karen has made, and they are just so gorgeous, and the colours are just, well, they're just so pretty. Now I've cut all these out because I just couldn't help myself, even though I'm not going to use them, but you would be able to find lots of uses for them, and I'd like to show you one of those ways now before we make the card. Now what I thought was the actual blank insert panel would look great on an envelope. Now the card itself is for an 8x8 inch card. So what I've done is I've got the envelope that goes with the actual card set, and I'm going to add an insert panel, the blank one, to the front of the envelope. I've just got flat tape underneath it, so that is now the front of my envelope. And what I thought was one of the extra embellishments would look great as an envelope seal on the back, and it just works so well. And when we see the finished card and the envelope together, it makes a gorgeous family. So the card that we're going to use, as I said, is the 8x8 inch square card. And I'm going to start at the back, and I'm going to add the mini image to the back of the card, because then it will tie everything in together. You can add your own handmade by label. There's one of the blank little circle embellishments. You could fill that in and add your name. So we're just adding the small image to the back of the card, and then I'm going to add the insert panel into the centre of the card. So we've used the blank one for the envelope, so this is the one with the bag and the shoes on. Now I've got to say I would love some shoes like this, but unfortunately those days are past for me. High heels are out the window, but I do love seeing them, and I think this card is great for any age. So we're just going to add the insert to the centre like that, and I've just put it on flat tape so I can press it down, and that's our gorgeous insert. So for the front of the card, I've cut out the actual panel, the main image for the front of the card with the happy birthday on. I've got flat tape on the back of it so I can peel the back of the tape away. Now tape is available from Craftsuprint, and all these sheets that I'm using on this episode are all the print and post, and they're all on the glossy paper, and it just looks so good. The colour is so good and it works so well on your cardstock. So that's our base image. So now we can build up the decoupage. I've cut out all the squares for all 4 corners. I've got them on 3D foam, and all I have to do for any new crafters is build up the image. That's decoupage, building up a 3D image to create a 3D effect, and it will give shadow and dimension to the base image. So these just on 3D foam on the back, equally spaced to be able to get an equal coverage, as it were, so they lay nice and flat, even though they're raised. I know it's a contradiction in terms there. And then the last one for the squares. I love bags, fashion is my passion. So next we've got another layer of decoupage, and this is where you might need your fussy cutting to cut out the bags and the shoes. Now on this, I've got to say, normally I would cut round the heel of the shoe, but I've left this because it's on a white background, so it doesn't matter so much because it's white on white. If it was a coloured background, obviously I would cut round that little section of the heel. Next, we've got the fashion bag, again on 3D foam. Next, we've got the black bag. I love this bag. I'd like this bag. It's on 3D foam, so I'm just going to position it over the image like that. And then I've got the wording for this section here. So what I've done, because again it's on a white background, so I've just been able to randomly cut it out, leaving an edge around the wording, and it won't look out of place as I pop on that layer because it's the same background. And then for the centre, I've taken the same embellishment circle and I've put that on 3D foam, and I'm going to pop that just through the centre like that. And that is our card finished. You can see those gorgeous layers. What a great card, as I say, for any age. And the back just ties it all in nicely, gives it a professional look and finish. And then where we created the envelope and gave that the envelope front and the seal on the back, it just all works so well. Now I'd like to remind you of the item number. So it was cup 965532_1056. And if you look for Karen's designs, there's many more to see as well. So I would just like to say thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you next episode.